Peck, and my partner's name is Michelle.
I like the concept of bridge in New Zealand. I'm kind of confused about how it connects to the avatar, but
So, with my partner, I had a kind of a hard time communicating with, and we only emailed back and forth, pretty much, and so it was just kind of like we both didn't know what was going on with the other person, and so like I felt like there was just like this, like trying to communicate over the internet. It was like really difficult, and then like when we talked on the phone, like I figured it would be just as hard. I don't know. And so what I wanted to do is I created, as you saw on the paper, there was an engineering drawing with specifications for the exact size of the beginning of the bridge that I was creating on my side, and then I called her on the phone and tried to describe the engineering drawing, but only by describing each line on the page, so that it would, like, if I was to say, like, it's the beginning of a bridge, then she could mentally think of what a bridge looks like, and then be able to put that together. And I just wanted to see kind of how much information was lost while we were trying to while I was just communicating, start at this point, then draw a line to this point on the paper, and see what verbal communication of my drawing. Yes, yeah. No, she did a different project, so like she didn't. It would have been too much to ask to have building building something. She just drew the drawing. She did a video. It's on the internet. Totally unrelated. She had finished it already by the time by the week before we had done everything. So.
I like the idea of the bridge to New Zealand. It makes me automatically think of Bridge to Terabithia. And I like how you put the construction tape because you're having a difficult time communicating. That was neat. And at first, I really didn't like that. It wasn't painted and it didn't look finished. But obviously, it's not finished. So I thought that part was pretty neat. And how did you build it yourself? That's pretty cool. So yeah, I like that. I think it's neat.
I think the presentation was kind of a difficulty because, but like the poster, I didn't even think it was part of your stairs because it was just rolled up on the top. So I didn't look at it because I thought it was like some other person's thing that they set there. So, I mean, I just think that's like something to take into account because I didn't think it was related at all until everyone was looking at it. So I just consider that.
So is it facing towards New Zealand at the moment? It is. What direction is that? Right. It seems like, I mean, I love the initial idea, the absolute absurdity and impossibility and ridiculousness of it. And again, and this is something maybe I've brought up in a couple of the other projects that, especially when you're doing or purporting a kind of absurdist idea, that you have to take it to, not that you would actually have to make a full bridge, which would be remarkable if you could. We would all bow down to you. But even if you're taking its absurd principles, you need to take them seriously. Like, I kind of even feel like it's just sort of over there in the corner for I don't know what reason.
I kind of hoped to like put it in a place where you could see like off into the distance with from the top of the stairs, and I put the sign up there with the little warning and then like very small writing under it, and then I don't know, the thing at the top of the stairs to try to draw people up onto the stairs kind of, and then I don't know, but I couldn't put it outside, mostly just because it's too heavy for me to move. But then the window you kind of have a view a little bit, but I don't know. I guess I didn't make it alluring enough to walk up the stairs.
So I guess the kind of like just keeping it in the room and having it so unfinished kind of works in like that image of the little kid trying to dig a hole to China or whatever. So I find that really like amusing, and also like how your um, drawing plan immediately like calls an image to my mind of what you're trying to do. But in terms of like the actual construction, I didn't realize that the text that was on the computer, and also when I actually stepped on the stairs, I was like too scared to go to the top and read it. So that might be a concern for like if you want to put it outside.
And then likewise, sort of her participation on the end, a really interesting idea, the concept of explaining to her something that needs to be built via lines. And again, you've set up a situation that's going to fail, right? But I think the failure is kind of elegant, but not as elegant as it could be. Like the idea that perhaps she would have to build from that drawing would even take it further, or that there's some ways that the narrative that you started off with this needs to get continued in what she's doing. Otherwise, it starts to break off into two separate types of works going on that aren't really reinforcing each other.
Well, I guess I would have wanted to have the whole thing built, like have her build it on her side, but she had already done her project, and so I couldn't really complete that part of it. I didn't really even ask her to, because I mean, it's quite a bit of work, and she was already done with this school year, I guess. I didn't even ask her though, so like it's not her fault. What? Oh, she said she didn't get a $150.
Hey, we heard each of you got $150 for your projects. We'd like to see half of that money. 5,000 Forbes Avenue. You can send it to me, and I'll disperse it to everybody. Over and out.